Hi, I'm Andy, and this is Oak Ridge Farm. Small little operation, 23 acres in Northwest Arkansas, where we get into a whole lot of different things, and we decided to take you all along for the ride and see how we do things. Some of it may not be the right way, but at the end of the day, it is our way. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll just go back and we'll fix it. So as you can see, we're joined by some friends of ours. Uh, they're happy to be in the middle of everything we seem to do. So today we're going to talk about how to light up a corral. And so we'll take you around, show you a little bit about what we've done and what we're going to do, and show you how we installed these. So thanks for joining. Stick around. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two. All right. So as I mentioned before, we're gonna try to find a way to light up the corral, and the reason we need to go the solar route is because we don't have power out here. So as I was kind of searching for a solution for this, one of the things that you see on the internet a lot are these solar lights, street lights, solar street lights. So decided to give them a shot. And a couple of days ago, we installed this one here and this one down here. And what we seen from it, we really liked. But what we did notice is we noticed some dark spots, and specifically where we have our alleyway and our head gate where we work the calves when they're sick. And with this time of year, when it gets dark early, we need to take advantage of all the light that we can. So what we've got here is my little homemade solution of how to give us some light in an otherwise dark situation. So what these are 6,500 kW. Don't ask me what the kW stands for, but they are 6,500 kW lights. And the way these work, there are several different settings. They will come on at dark. They will activate with motion. You can set them to 100%. You can draw them down to 50% via remote control. Now, I did get these off of Amazon. I'm not sponsored by these, but I will say that if you're interested in them after you see this video, I can certainly put a link to the description below. So what I did is I took an 8-foot 4x4, got this at a big box store, and bolted it to the existing post of the corral here. And I did that by using some 7-inch U-bolts, where I U-bolted from the back, used a flange, cut a slot in the 4x4 right here with some nuts and a spacer to secure them. And as you can see, they're pretty darn sturdy. So this is how we're going to do the other two that we're going to put up today. I'll show you how I kind of measure them out, mark them, and then cut them to get the slot, and then to install the post onto the existing corral post, and then ultimately how we hang the lights. And then a little bit later, once it gets dark, we'll take you out and we'll show you kind of what it does to the corral itself. All right, so we're going to take the 4x4s over to the first location, and how I do this is I kind of set it up where I want it and then go around to the other side with a marker and kind of mark out where it is that I need to do the cutting and the drilling. Kind of get a cleaned off area here so that it's got a firm place to sit. Kind of pick a side that's not got as many knots on it. So right here is where we're going to set this, and ultimately it'll be U-bolted just like you see the ones over there. But on this one, we're going to set the light to where it sticks out over the head chute here so that the operator can see what's going on, see the calf, have a little more light on the subject. What I've done is sometimes these U-bolts are bent a little different, and you just, they're not all exact. So I've labeled them. This is the bottom number one, and this is labeled top number one. So basically, I'm just taking this, making sure the tag's on the left side just to be consistent, and really just placing this and marking out kind of where I'm going to drill the holes. Do the exact same thing. And the hole I'm going to drill is quite a bit bigger than what this is, so you got a little room to play. All right, so that's it. We've got it marked. So now we're going to take the 4x4 back to our sawhorses up there. We're going to drill the holes, and then we're going to cut the slot in the back. And the reason we're cutting the slot in the back is, if you'll notice, this U-bolt isn't long enough to go all the way through the 4x4. So to compensate for that, as I showed you up there before, we'll cut a slot in the back that'll allow this to stick through, get our flange in there, and put the bolts on and tighten it down. All right, so now we're gonna drill our holes. So now what we do is we'll flip it over. We'll take our flange and we will trace it out. So basically giving us a pattern for our skill saw. We'll do this on both sides. It doesn't have to be exactly straight. Now we'll get our skill saw. So what we'll do is we'll cut a slot along each one of the lines, and then we'll cut multiple slots. That way we can get our screwdriver in there and we can chisel out the edges. All right, so now you just take your screwdriver or chisel or whatever you may have, and you just go in here, kind of break these out. And then what you're left with are just the little pieces. You just kind of get in here, and it's better to do it with a straight screwdriver. Actually, a chisel's better. I just didn't want to take the time to find mine. And it's probably in my wife's junk drawer anyway, so we'll go with what we have here. So you just get that relatively clean. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, what we'll do, we kind of test fit this. You know, this was our pattern before. So when you set it in, that's what's going to lock it into the post. For the sake of the video, I'll speed this up for you. And just like that, via the magic of video, we've got both of our slots cleared. So all we need to do now is take it back over, bolt it up. We'll be ready to hang the light. All right, so once you've got it back up here, remember we kept the tags to the left. Should be able to line it up here. Sometimes you need to give it a little persuasion. As you can see here, we've got our bolts that have come through. Sometimes when these U-bolts are made out of pretty soft metal, so if you're not exact, sometimes that bracket, its tolerance is pretty tight. And in this application, you can use it or not. In this situation, we're not going to use it. So basically, take my 1/2 inch here, get it started. Pretty sturdy. And we do the same thing for the bottom. All right. Yep, that's not going anywhere. Okay, so we want to get this up here. Kind of center it the best you can. Send that screw home. Kind of give it the old eye test. Send the other one home. Okay, now for these to work, the red on off button, you click it, that turns it on. So it's active and it should sense at dark or whatever control you put it on. All right, so there you see it, there you have it. That's how we plan to light up the corral here, specifically in this area right here, because this is where all the work's done, right? For example, last night, as you probably may have noticed, we've got a little fellow over here not feeling the best. So, you know, as it's getting darker earlier, we needed to have the ability to work these calves in all hours of the day and night. So hopefully this gives us what we're after. As you can imagine, coming through here at night like we did last night, one, catching the calf, two, administering the medicine protocol that you may be giving the calf. We want to be safe about it. We want to be, you know, have the best situation possible. So providing this light with this one specifically here in the working area is going to make a world of difference. So we won't take you through the last one we're going to install, but it's going to go just the exact same way as that one did. That'll give us a total of 4. The working area here is 50 by 50. So we really think that's going to enhance our ability to work no matter what the time of day or night, and give us a lot of flexible options. So with that said, I want to thank everyone for stopping by. Hope to do more of these in the future. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one. So in upcoming videos, we'll talk a little bit about the equipment we use, show you around the place a little bit, talk about some of the improvements that we've made, some stuff that we want to do, and the equipment that we're going to use to do it. So hope you join us for future ones, because I'm sure there's plenty more to come. Welcome. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the tutorial of how to hang corral lights. I'm glad y'all got a front row seat. Sit back, hold on, and enjoy the show. Hey guys, it's not supper time. Hey, get out of there. There's no free meals around here. What are you doing? Get out of here. Go on.